Alrighty, golly gosh, it's time to do the review of Toejam and Earl, back in the groove. So this is a game that originally came out on the Sega Genesis back in the day, and if you don't remember, it came out, I want to say 91. I'm pretty sure it was like 91-ish. It was a long time ago. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. But it used to be a side-scroll kind of game with, like, jumping and whatnot. And then it had, like, a little bit of these, like, you know, like, it was, like, one of the first games I played that kind of had, like, you know, timed music button presses where you had, like, skill to press and stuff like that. Whereas in this game, as I'll show you here, I wonder if it's going to go into a movie scene. We'll just make a new game, and we'll go into the fixed world here. Let's say no to that. So you get to choose 6 characters. I played through first time as the original Toejam, of course, man, because I, you know, try to live my childhood. Why not? I'll start this one up as the Earl of everything. Golly gosh. So, as you'll see after this loading screen, the game has changed some. It's definitely different. So, it used to be a side-scroll type of game, but now it's kind of like this interesting kind of like search and loot game where you're kind of looking around and, you know, you're not really fighting anything. You know, like, if I remember correctly back in the day, like, you can, like, it was more of, like, a Mario-type game, whereas now it's this kind of exploration game. So as time goes on, you're, like, looking around the map, you're opening up some pieces of the map, as you see at the bottom right there, and you're getting these little gifts that I'm picking up right now, and these are, like, little presents. So the presents in this are your abilities, in a way, whereas you don't really have anything to attack people with, you know, as per weapons, or like I said, it's not like you can jump on their heads, you know, like in Mario. By the way, these loading screens, I want everyone as a wallpaper. As someone born, you know, a long time ago, this is artwork that I grew up with, and it's so beautiful. Wear a power hat? Yes. Are now enabled. This can be toggled from the options menu. So when you play through, you get, like, bonuses and stuff. So you can talk to when they're, like, glowing like this. You could talk to them, the humans and whatnot. But, like I said, so you get these presents. You know, you don't know what all of them do. Some of them have negative effects to you. Others don't. You know, like the sushi's good. It'll also get your health back and whatnot. Whereas if you do a root beer, you'll be burping. So you see, like, how he's burping there. You know, you start to burp. So basically, you search around, try not to get, you know, caught by any enemies. And also, there's bad food. So that's how, like, the health works, you know. There's some enemies there. So you don't want the enemies to hit you. You know, you find food and eat food, and then that'll get you, you know, kind of at least your health back and everything. You know, there's other humans here, like, whenever they're, you know, glittery, you can talk to them. So I could buy some sushi, buy myself a little bit of sushi there. Now I'm out of money, which kind of sucks. So let's see, show the elevator. So on the map there at the bottom right, you see there's an elevator there. So every map you're trying to kind of get to the elevator there, and then you get all these different things. So, like, now I've got an identify, so I've got an inner tube. Inner tube lets me go in the water, like, you know, as much as I want. I don't feel like changing the present. So basically all of them do different things. You get, like, rocket skates, you get, you know, tomatoes you could throw at people, you get a slingshot, you know, you get a bunch of stuff. And as you search around, oh, I don't have any money. Really? Oh, it feels bad. You want to keep on finding stuff and, you know, finding money. Money's good to find. Oh, there's an enemy in there. Sometimes there's enemies hidden in these things. It happens. It happens. Plunders are made. It happens. Oh, that's a good guy. Oh, no, he fell off the side. Oh, gosh. So as you're going, though, you know, you find all these items, you're leveling up your character, and there is an XP system. So that, like, Carrot Dude I was just talking to there, he does have levels up you can get, and then you have stats. So there is RPG aspects to this. Okay, speed, life, bar size, present skill. Present skill seems to be how long the present's gonna last, from what I can gather. Let's see. Your speed. Okay, so in this case, bigger is actually better. Life bar size. Broken presents blow up less. Okay. Broken presents may get fixed when picked up. Oh, nice. You get more amped presents. Okay. Mystery presents may turn normal when picked up. Huh. Okay. Okay. Interesting. I thought it was just time, so it's different stuff. Golly gosh. And I played through the whole game, tutorial and the regular game. Golly gosh. You have a bigger search radius. Searching happens automatically around you. You know, I did notice the automatic searching. Sometimes trees and stuff would shake a little bit as I'm walking. You carry more presents. That one I love getting maxed out. You may not fall out of hyperfunk zone. Ooh, that's nice. The luck of that. You may get an extra spin on the rewards. Okay. You may get a bonus from the mailbox. Okay. You may get an extra roll with the cosplay nerds. Golly, the nerds. Golly gosh. They roll a d20, and then if you roll a 20, you get like triple the payback of what you gamble, pretty much. It's like a gamble in a Twitch chat. It's pretty cool. But yeah, so the game is pretty cool. It's not that long. It's really basic in some ways. It's this, and it just gets more complex. So the map gets a little bit larger. The enemies get way more plentiful. As long as you're building up a lot of, like, extra lives and stuff over time. He falls asleep. I didn't even know that was a thing. As long as you get, like, extra lives and, you know, you're picking up food and just kind of jukesing all the bad guys, you're pretty much good to go. It does still hold up some of the feel of what I remember as the original Toejam Earl. I do wish, like, the original Toejam Earl had a lot of, what you would call, like, pop references in it. Like, a lot. Like, they were, like, continuous. Every time they would talk, there would be, like, a pop reference, like, of the time period, like, the 80s and 90s. And it was really cool. Whereas in this, I didn't really notice that happening much. I didn't notice really much conversation at all. And, like, it did kind of end abruptly. But I'm not really looking at it as a bad thing for that, because this is a Kickstarter game. But what I'm looking forward to is I'm hoping that they do make a good amount of money off the game, you know, and we'll make another Toejam Earl, and grow. Like, I hope that this does spawn for the companies, like, involved, you know, a journey forward where they get to maybe make more Toejam Earl and bring, you know, this old classic, you know, maybe even further into the forefront. You know, like, this mode is kind of cool. I like it. I do like it. But I kind of do miss the side scroll. You know, let me see if I can pull up some original Toejam Earl video here. Give me a moment. It's all live. Just saying. The Sega Genesis. Let's see. Wow, so it was top down the whole time? Oh, see, I'm remembering Panic at Funkotron. That's the one I'm remembering. Okay. So one I'm remembering is different. Let me see here. Can I get this layer here for you? Oh yeah, I can. There we go. Okay. So I'm remembering this version here. So Toejam Earl Sega Genesis here, you can see, is very much like this. Just mute that. See, so it's very much like this game. So you're definitely paying homage to the original game, which is cool. That's actually really cool. Seeing it like this. I guess I didn't play the original one, so I'm even learning a little bit here. So it's almost exactly like the original one. That's so cool. I'm remembering this one. This is the one I fell in love with. So 1993, okay. See, so very, like, side-scrolly, you know. I really love this game. You know, you still have, like, the presents and stuff. Still kind of, like, keeps some of the stuff, but, you know, it was hard, but, you know, it was so much fun to explore. there's so much, like, neat, like, techniques to it. Like, I kind of wish that this was in this game. Like, you see a lot of, like, the button presses. Like, they really visually have kept a lot of the stuff in the game. You know, even, like, the plants and stuff, you know, it's, like, all the same. It's wild, you know? It's so cool. But this was, like, one, let's see if we can catch that moment there. With the music. Because it was, like, I remember you play, like, the beatbox. There we go. Lame, awesome. Yeah, see, like, boom, boom, clap and stuff. So you were trying to, like, copy what the other person was doing, but, like, in time and stuff. And then, like, there was, like, show-off things, if I remember correctly. You know, it was so much fun. Like, everything about the game I loved. This was a game I fell in love with the 93 version, not the original Toejam Earl. Let's see if it shows, like, the copyright year. 91. Okay. So it was only a few years after the original had come out that they came out with the other version. That's cool to know. That's cool to know. I think I like the original version style. I do. But, you know, now that I know it wasn't the original that I had played, it was, I guess, the sequel. Because I know that they went back to this style, I believe, for the third one. And then also there was, like, a fourth one, if I remember correctly, where it was, like, this style. So I do wish that they could bring in some of that, like, sequel-style side-scroll as, like, maybe, like, a bonus stage type thing. The one thing I will say, like, you know, like, it's hard, like, I don't want to... Like, I can't say something's bad about the game, because I feel like, that, you know, like, it's a Kickstarter game. It's not like I feel like this was able to get, like, a full kind of soak, you know, where, like, they could just put everything they could ever want, like, into it. Like, I highly doubt, like, this game had gotten, like, a ton of money. I mean, we did see a lot of backers' names in the credits, you know, and I really appreciate everyone who did join on the Kickstarter. I didn't know this was on Kickstarter, you know, whenever it was on there. Like, I only heard about this game like a week or so ago, you know, so for me it was like, you know, like out of nowhere, I was like, oh, I didn't even know new Toejam Earl was in the works. Like, I would have totally gotten in on it, but I'm happy to buy it. I bought it digitally, but I actually might be buying it again, because it's $20. It's not that bad, but I might go to Best Buy and just buy the physical version. Just so, like, as a collector's item. Like, I really like, I can't say, like, enough. Like, the Funktron game when I was a kid, even though, yeah, I flubbed and forgot that it wasn't the original one. I didn't even know it wasn't the original one. I just figured that they were all like that. You know, it really, like, I really enjoyed it when I was a kid. You know, it was one of the games on Sega Genesis that I played through, you know, a few times, like, and that was very rare for me. You know, I really like the music, I like the art style, I like the unique gameplay with, like, the bouncy bits, and the music with the, you know, like, the clapping and all those sounds and stuff, because, like, one of the first games that had, like, that kind of timed music button press, and it was really neat. It was a game on the Sega Genesis that was different. You know, it was a game that did something different. And then even this style of gameplay, to know that this was in 1991, you know, where you're walking around this big open area and stuff, like, that's still different too. For the Sega Genesis, I mean, I think Zelda had come out around then. So it was kind of like Zelda, but, you know, with cool music and artwork and stuff, you know, which is really neat. Which really says something. They were really trying out something that was, you know, different from the norm. So, definitely like this game. I definitely, for me, you know, I'm biased, so I can't say for sure, but I think for $20, if you've got $20 on you, and especially if you've got a kid even, you know, this game is very worth it. I didn't really notice, you know, anything bad about it, you know, but I am definitely hoping to play a version of this in the future that maybe is like a full release, like a full, like $60 version, you know. So I'm hoping that the money that is gotten from Kickstarter, and then, you know, with everything that was, you know, maybe if there was anything left over, hopefully, or if they want to do another Kickstarter and there's new people now that's experienced the game, and, you know, maybe get it back into the ether out there, you know, I'm just hoping that more money comes in, and, you know, people buying games, you know, with that money coming in, you know, I just hope that we get a chance for another Toejam Earl, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited for it. By the way, I'm going to still be playing this, you know, here and there, and unlocking more stuff, because it's definitely a nice game to have and play. You know, it's one of the games you want to have on your games list. You know, sometimes you buy a whole bunch of games that you play and you're just like, I never want to play that again. Like, or you're just like, you know, and it just ends up in like I got a pile of games over there over the years of streaming. There's a pile of games just sitting there, you know, and there's quite a few of them. I mean, I have Battleborn over there, you know what I'm saying? And it's just gonna sit. It's just gonna sit, you know. So this is like one of those games that is the type of game that you're gonna crack out and play here and there. So that's my review. Click like, comment, subscribe on YouTube. You know, let me know what you think of the game. Definitely curious if you played the older games before, what you think about this game in comparison to those. What you think about this game as, you know, if you're one of the people who supported through Kickstarter. I definitely want to know, are you happy with what came out of it? I hope so. I think very worthwhile thing to help support. And if you watch on Twitch, in the video section, comment, follow, and subscribe if you want to help support my channel. Come by Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. We do playthroughs, we do reviews. Sometimes we play multiplayer games if there's nothing to play through at that time, and then review. So usually when I do that, I'm always down to group up. I just want to hang out and chat. So come on by sometime if you want to. If you want to. Just saying. Thanks for watching. Gal and Gash.
Like, comment, subscribe, and follow if you dare.